back to my channel. I do hope you're doing well. So, you will see in a minute a pan over of mince pie central. So, we didn't do this last year, and I don't quite know why, but this year I said, right, we'll just get a few boxes. We have 13 boxes of mince pies. I think someone went a little bit overboard. Don't you?
Well, you said get one from every store.
We have quite a selection. We have got, my lovelies, Tesco's, Asda, Iceland, Sainsbury's, Co-op, M&S, Farmfoods, Lidl, Aldi.
Lidl and Aldi, yeah.
We got one from each. Or was it just, what one was that? Lidl or Aldi? She's got a list of Aldi.
Oh.
So.
That's Lidl, this one.
That's Lidl, and then we've got
nice
Aldi.
one.
Right.
Yeah.
So there is a mixture of classics, finest, regulars, bakeries, puff, icing, brandy butter icing. That's the ones that you're looking forward to, ain't it? So yes, we've got our little balls here ready to have our mince pies because we're going to be quite full after this, but we're only going to be having half of one each because there is a lot. And as I'm filming this, it's 8 o'clock on a weekday night, so this is actually our dinner. We was going to have all the brandy sauces and butters and everything with it, but I think that might just be a bit too sickly. So, and a bit late. Get comfy, get your pen and paper, because as I say, we've got our list with the prices, we're going to rate them, and let's see where ranks best for the mince pies then, shall we? So I've zoomed you in a little bit so you can see the mince pies, but I will show them up to you to see what you think. What one do you want to start with then?
The brandy.
You want to start with the brandy one?
Yeah.
So, you can read out how much all these jars were. So you say these ones are Lidl or Aldi?
They're Lidl.
Right.
$1.99.
So $1.99 for 6 luxury brandy butter mince pies.
That's right.
So this is kind of like their finest. It says crumbly all butter short crust pastry cases, generously filled with light spiced mincemeat, laced with brandy and finished with a brandy flavour buttercream. So as we say, I'm not really a brandy lover, but this one here is. So you get a fair little bit of buttercream on them, so they don't look too bad. I don't want to tip them and break them. Ow! And break now in the process. Let's have a look. You want to look round at the next ones. Right.
No, I'm just making sure that I've got them here on the list. I'm just wondering where they come from.
That's Sainsbury's, isn't they?
No, Sainsbury's is taste the difference.
So is that Aldi?
Oh, gosh,
Because you've got on the list, one is Aldi regular and finest, and then another one's finest. So these are Lidl finest. They might be Aldi specially selected. Does it not tell you?
Yeah.
These are Aldi. Them ones.
They're
These
Aldi,
ones are
Lidl.
Lidl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aldi. Yeah.
I can't see it on there,
Another
but they're Lidl. So, as I say, we're literally just gonna have half. I don't think we're gonna eat fully half each. We're just gonna see how it goes. But let's give it a cut down the middle.
Oh yeah, this must be Aldi as well.
Right.
Yeah.
So, nice and crumbly. I'm literally just going to cut them in half and see how we get on. This, as I say, is going to be a very sickly tea, but anything for a video, eh? So, oh my god, I can taste the brandy on that already. Oh! So you can see it's got a good ratio of the icing and the buttercream to the filling. Nibble.
Yeah, $1.99. That's good.
For $6, not too bad.
Nice. Should have had a little glass of brandy with this.
There's quite a lot of booze in all of these mince pies, so...
No, it's only this one, Shan.
No, it's not.
Oh.
Brandy and port.
Oh. Butter. Mincemeat.
I'm sure something else. Or maybe it's just them ones. Thank goodness we've got tissues handy. Tough. Right. I love mince pies with icing. We've got my classic ones here. Buttercream, we don't normally have much. It wasn't too bad. We're going to do our ratings. There's the pen.
Yes, very good.
So what would you rate them?
The butter ones from Lidl, 10.
Right, you're giving them a 10. I'll give them an 8. So you can just put mine next door to it.
8.
Just purely because I'm not a huge fan of like brandy.
Yes.
But Mama G clearly loved them. Right. So they were $1.99 for 6. Have we got any that are kind of like a bargain value? We've got any that are about £1?
Yeah, we've got some here. Farmfoods.
Right. So Farmfoods, how much?
59 pence.
59 pence
yes.
for 6 deep filled ones. This is their version. So Farmfoods is kind of like Iceland, ain't it? It's kind of a bit like everything and anything. So, actually, so first looks wise, and also my lovelies, don't think that all these mince pies are going to go to waste. We're going to be living off mince pies for the whole of the Christmas duration.
Oh, we'll
just
some
tell
to
you
friends.
Yeah, I think there's a few neighbours who Mum has said that they could have some. So, 59p for 6, so it's basically, what, 10p a thing?
That looks
It
nice,
don't actually look too bad. So it's a little short cross pastry. It's got a little bit of sugar on the top, and then it's even got a little star. So, presentation-wise, it's actually really, right, it's very crumbly.
Well, it's short crust pastry, Shan, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's a lot more crumbly. You can probably see from that, my lovelies, it's a lot more crumblier than the brandy one. But as I say, could be...
Yeah.
What do you expect if they're like 10p a mince pie? I actually like that. It's got a nice bit of sugar on it.
Oh yeah, they're nice.
The short crust is nice, and there's quite a lot of filling. And it's not the mincemeat, is it?
I like the top of the pastry because it's got sugar on the top of the pastry, so it kind of reminds me like you're not going to get a massive standard.
If you opened it, that it was more expensive the way it's been made,
and like it kind of reminds me of like proper baking in a way, with like the sugar on the top and the little stars on top, like more rustic baking. But it comes everywhere. I don't think you can grumble for like less than 10p per mince pie.
It's very surprising. It's better than what I thought.
And I like it because the ones with the alcohol sometimes are too strong. Whereas this is just purely like mincemeat and cinnamon. I can taste a little bit. There's no like, ooh, booze.
I can't taste the cinnamon.
I'd give them an 8 on par with the
Yeah, they're very good.
brandy ones.
Getting crumbs everywhere. These are just like kicking me legs off to loosen the crumbs.
But don't put them on the floor, Shannon, because they're moss.
I don't think they were too bad, Farmfoods.
No, we're going Farmfoods.
And then while we're on like the theme of freezer shops, for example, we also have Iceland. So Iceland were £1 for 6 from their fresh section, and it does say heat up in the microwave 10 seconds or 6 to 8 minutes in the oven. Fun fact, I've never actually had a warm mince pie.
Now these have come top My friend said. Yeah.
So, I never heat up the mince pies. I always just eat them cold. But I think you can heat them up. Well, they're saying you can heat them up. So, again, these are like the Farmfoods ones. They've got a nice little star on the top. And it's got a ridging. But they're not as full in their case. Like, you can tip it out. So,
is it a flaky pastry again?
it's short crust, but it's not
short crust.
as crumbly.
Right.
So as mum, oh, actually no, maybe it is a bit crumbly. It's just broken my hand. It's got a good little ratio pastry to filling.
What's this icing?
So as mum said, these were apparently rated #1.
Yeah, they're not bad. It's a bit hard round the corner, the taste.
It's not as crumbly as the Farmfoods one.
Still not bad for £1.
£1 for 6.
Yeah, I'm sure it was icing.
Yeah, £1. The filling I think could just be a tad more flavoursome. I would say
Very good again. I would give it an 8.
I'm going to say 7. You can always tell with a mincemeat mixture if you get a decent one. You've got to have the balance of the mincemeat and the raisins, and then is it suet in it?
No, that's a pudding.
Sometimes you get something like little white flakes in them. I don't know what that is. I know, they're like little white worms, I think you get in some of them.
Oh, you.
I thought it was suet.
No, suet is if you're making a pudding. These are pies.
So you've got to have like a good mixture of like the sultanas and everything like that. So, 3 down. We're going to just go and wet our whistle, and then we will be back to tuck in to some more, alright?
No, just let's do one of them ones.
The icing ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're not going to wet our whistle just now. We're going to have the icing ones. So how much were these Asda ones?
Asda icing was $1.25.
$1.25 for 6. Now, as I say, the icing ones, we're going to have a battle of the icing ones because we've got the Tesco ones as well. Icing ones are my favourite. Have a very, very sweet tooth. The only thing, I wish they put a little bit of decoration on them because it's not a lot to say. They're literally just a mince pie with icing. But let's have a look. One of these ones, juicy raisins, festive spices and soft sweet icing, because it's not Christmas without them. And also, when you get mince pies, don't be reading the salts, fats. You don't need to know that negativity at Christmas, all right? Because it's all going to tell you the wrong colours, but it doesn't matter. You're burping away there. So this is just a very standard iced mince pie. It's not got too much of a ridge, and just by opening it, it's quite crumbly. So let's give that a little bit of a clean, because we don't want all the currants and everything going from pie to pie, so we can get a proper little taste. So it's a little crumbly, but as I say, still a good thick amount of icing to the mincemeat, but these are like my favourites, the icing ones. It just hits different when it's got icing on it.
You know what I thought of doing? Just cracking open Dad's litre of brandy, right? Hope that he doesn't see it and then say, oh, I had a bellyache, Steve, I had to have a little drop of brandy last night.
I guarantee he's probably watching this because it's to do with food. There you go, Bubba. Mum was going to nick your brandy.
Just have a little swig.
Not bad for $1.25.
Yeah. I like the icing.
That's what I mean, they're just so different with icing. Getting every last crumb. I will give them a 9 because I love the icing.
Yeah, they're very good.
What are you giving it?
9.
9. So as I say, this time we will go and wet our whistle, and then we can come back and tuck into some more, alright?
Right, you're feeling refreshed? Have you got that pen and paper to hand? Because, oh my god, the battery! Cannon!
Right, apologies for that. Canon decided to die on me. Right, so I think we'll take a break. We'll save the other icing ones till the end because we need to like let the palette go down. So I would say, should we go with the Co-op next? Because these are the freshly baked ones. So they were 2 for £2. So I picked up off the bakery the short crust mince pies, which actually look lovely, and they are £1.30 on their own. You have to put it a little bit closer. And then these are the deep filled mince pies, and that is from their irresistible butter enriched deep filled mince pies. So we did have some Tesco bakery ones because we was planning to do this video a few weeks back, and then we kind of just ate them and didn't do the video. So I thought we'd get some from the proper bakers, but let's have a look if I can get into them. How'd you get into them? Oh, there. Right, so these are like proper, like if you make them at home, because obviously they're from the bakers.
Use the top one, left one.
That one.
No, the other one.
That's
it, yes.
So they're not as deep as the other ones. They are quite shallow, but they do have the rustic vibe to them for being thin, and they're coated in loads of sugar on the top. So, and they're actually huge.
Yeah, they're quite big, aren't they?
When you compare the size, they are actually quite huge. I mean, if you compare, so I know these are deeper, but circumference-wise, these are a lot bigger. I think, is it like a deep dish or a deep pan, these ones?
Deep filled, probably, isn't it?
No, because the others are deep filled. These are just the, right, this is very crumbly. Very, very crumbly. Let's have a look. So that's your one.
Okay.
So as I say, because they're not as high as the others, oh, different choke. It's got a nice layer of sugar on the top, and as I say, because it's quite flat, oh my god, I'm dropping crumbs everywhere. Because it's quite flat, it looks like it's going to be a good ratio. I love the pastry.
The top's a bit crumbly, isn't it? Crunchy, I mean. This is so tone.
I love all the sugar on it. Mmm.
Oh no, these ain't got much flavour. Very bland.
I think this is the best pastry out of all of them.
Sorry, Linda.
I know, Brandon's mum works for the Co-op. And when we tried to do it before, like I hadn't got them, and I was like, can't do it obviously without it. So I popped down one day in my lunch. But Mama G's not a fan.
Right, if I put, hang on, the 4 in the plastic thing, because you've got 2 big ones, haven't you?
Yeah, there was 2 for £2.
Yeah, hang on, if I put
She's getting so methodical now.
4 in box, and then 2 in box. Right.
Don't worry, Linda, I love these. I love the pastry, I love the amount of sugar.
4, I will give that a 6. Very good.
I'll give yourself a solid 8.5.
What, for the 4, one of the 4 in box? 8.5.
I really like the pastry, it's nice and crumbly. It's got loads of sugar on it.
I feel like a judge on Strictly Come Dancing. 8.5. I'll leave that bit there.
That's the first bit she said. I really like that. I think you can definitely tell it's a fresh one.
No, but it doesn't taste so much sweetness. You know, like the others are more sweety. That seems a bit bland.
That's got loads of sugar on the top. That's some sugar on the top.
Yeah, but it doesn't sound right. Tastes right to me.
Oh my goodness. Let's have a look. Let's see.
And the taste is lingering in my mouth.
Let's see if they can redeem themselves on the deep pie. I love them regardless, so
Oh, okay.
Mumma Jew. These are the irresistible butter enriched deep filled. So I would think that these are going to be a lot denser. Let's have a look. Oh wow. That is a mountain of a mince pie.
Oh my god, it's like a meat pudding.
So as I say, they are the butter enriched deep filled mince pies. And when they say deep filled,
Oh my god, yeah. It's deeper than a custard tart, isn't it?
that is huge. Right. I don't even want to get it.
What's your finger? Oh my. Oh.
Let's have a look. Oh, they were, oh my god, that is ginormous.
Oh, it's like a pork pie, isn't it?
Oh,
Oops.
cut break. Phone call averted, phone call averted. So, as we were saying with the Co-op deep filled mince pies, they are like mountains. I literally feel that could be a steak and kidney pie.
Yeah, yeah.
That is dense, right? Loads of sugar on the top, which is good. Very crumbly. And a good bit of filling as well.
Yeah.
Right, so that is the inside, and as we say, deep filled.
Shannon, show me the middle of yours. Bit sparse with the mincemeat on this one again, isn't it? You know?
Do you want the one with the more filling? Because
No,
I have cut it and it's crumbled everywhere.
Oh, right. I'm just saying that. Is the filling okay?
I
I would
put
say
that
that's
filling.
fine. Okay,
For
then.
a deep filled one, that's got more flavour in him.
Yeah, this one's better. It seems to have more, not sugar, but just gives a bit of flavour.
In the mince meat.
Got butter in?
So,
You know what the top tastes like? A shortbread biscuit, doesn't it?
so these are a plain one, which I like. The reason you like this is because it's mincemeat, which is with sultanas, apple, currants, mixed spice, brandy and port. So they've got the booze in it.
Alright.
Whereas I preferred the other one because it weren't so boozy. But I do think if you put too much in there, it can be like, because I don't like brandy or port. But I can
No, but what
taste the port in that because that's sharp.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, so Dad would like that.
Mm.
Yeah. Right.
Does he even eat mince pies?
I don't know. I'll have to ask him tomorrow when he comes.
When he comes round, you can say to him, you want any remnants of mince
You know
pies?
the food. I'm going to see if you can freeze that.
You'll see in the Vlogmas that's coming out tomorrow. But I wanted some like Christmas food from M&S. And Mumma G just got some party food. But it was like not even Christmas themed party food. So I was like, see if we can take it back. You can't take food back. So it was quite expensive. So I was like, I'm not going to have it. So either see if Dada wants it.
Or we'll see if we can freeze it.
But £3.50 for a slab of stuffing, I'm sorry, it's daylight robbery.
Yeah, they're a bit expensive, wasn't it?
And she didn't think of putting it back, she just went straight in the trolley.
No, because I'm thinking if I didn't bring it, you just said to me, you should have got that.
I would have got something
Oh,
just
okay then, all right.
£3.50.
That's all right. That'd be my mistake.
And then she got quiche. When have you ever known me to eat a quiche?
Well, Dad would probably be all right with that, mini ones. Because
I
we've
don't
got
like
pies, quiche, the little tiny skins, and the Indian
loaded
thing.
skins.
So he might like that. I might have just...
I wouldn't mind keeping the pies, because they could kind of be festive. Because they're like
we could have them
chicken
one
and...
night. I'm just thinking what we could do with the stuffing then.
Well, the stuffing we're going to have to use, we're doing 24 hours eating Christmas food. That can go in, but I'm going to savour that mouthful for $3.50 a slab. I should be doing it right up.
What would you say for them ones in the box then?
So them I'm going to give a 6 because I think they're a bit too strong for me.
What, the big ones?
Yeah, they're very pulpy.
Oh, 6.
Have you taped your glasses together?
No, I've not took it off yet. They're only £1. Dad thinks this one's on the food. Well, I'm going to give that a 7.
Oh, you like that?
Yeah.
It's just, as I say, I don't mind some with a bit of booze in, but that was very boozy. So I'm a bit like boozy central. But I love these ones. I think, yeah, I think these are in the running for me for like my top one.
Oh no, I gave them 6.
Don't worry, Co-op, you made up for the deep filled ones because it had the booze in it. That's what she likes.
At the minute, in the running is Lidl brandy butter.
That's your favourite one?
Yeah.
I think, what was mine?
Even though my head's banging on that.
I think mine's Co-op and Farmfoods. I think I read quite high.
I just like sometimes I could open my head and just lift it out and let it all go. Because it seems, I'm wondering if it's because I have my hair up all the time.
Don't you hear that?
No, I won't, because people will think, oh.
Mum, you've got tape on your glasses. I thought that they'd broken, that she taped them together.
It doesn't matter. Dad leaves this on.
Oh my God. Right. Anyway, we're digressing from the mince pies. So, let's have a look. What else is? I want to come away. We're going to leave the alcohol till last. So, right, where are these ones from? I think, were these Aldi? Another Aldi lot. Aldi Basics. How much?
79p.
79p for their version of 6 deep filled. So let's see. I don't think anything is in
There must be another box here. Luxury Aldi. That must be that. And yeah, right.
I don't think anything is going to come up to the deep filled standards of Co-op with the height of them, because they were like mountains. Let's have a look. Oh, they look cute. Nice. Right, so Aldi. All you need now is the table to collapse with all the mince pies. So I like the top of this. Right, so it is quite a shallow one. It's not as deep filled as Co-op, but it's got loads of sugar, and I like the little detailing on the top. It's got 3 little stars.
Show me. Yeah, that looks okay.
So that's nice. Right.
Shallow.
Well, they say deep filled, but they're not. Right.
Very crumbly.
Let's just... Can you see from that? It's crumbled everywhere, so...
On your fingers.
This is the type of mince pie that you just have to kind of pick up and collect. I like the topping.
It's crumbly everywhere. Let's taste. Oh no.
Oh, I'm sorry, Aldi. I haven't even got to the mincemeat. I don't even like the top of the pastry. That is so sugarless.
No, I don't like that much. The mincemeat isn't so... Look at the mincemeat there.
I haven't even tried
the mincemeat in there.
The mincemeat. No. I tried the top of the lid of the pastry.
But they're good.
I'm going to give that 3.
Oh no, don't do that much, Annie.
4.
No, do 5. Aldi, so you're doing a 5. And I'm going to do a 6. Because I don't like to think that I like that.
You can do an honest review if you don't like it.
I know.
Like you with the cheese bites. You didn't like the cheese bites.
No.
I didn't like that, I'm sorry. Not a bit of me. Let's have a look. Let's clean the knife out of that one. There was just, it looked like it had sugar on the top, but there was literally no sugar in that pastry.
No.
It was just like cardboard pastry.
Yeah, but I suppose these people, Shannon, they're not connoisseurs or whatever. You've been a chef. This is their other one.
So how much were these ones? Let's see if they can redeem on the...
149.
149.
Yeah.
So these are the specially selected 6 all butter mince pies. So you should like this because it's got brandy and cognac in.
All right.
So
on the table, but the table's broken.
Yeah, the table is like, even, I've just filmed my handbag collection and oh my God, the table was going in that.
Oh, you filmed that?
Yeah.
I just thought you were saying they were asleep.
No rest for the wicked. I'm working flat out and recording every night, Mother, thank you.
Oh no, we're not very ready to see you now.
I'm always filming in here. Right. These look like mince pies that you get at like the bakers.
Yeah.
Like very rustic. So they've got the sugar, well, icing sugar doused on the top. Not a bad little circumference. And then this is probably actually the nicest topping one. So the others have had the pastry shapes on them, but this is actually like, it would have been an open top mince pie.
It looks
and
like
they've
it's
put
been
the star
dusted
on.
with something on, isn't it?
Icing sugar.
Oh, I see what you mean. They've done the style separate.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
where
yeah.
like the others were put on it,
Yeah.
this is like, you see the gaps of the mincemeat underneath.
Yeah.
I can already, just smell it, I can already smell the brandy and the
Oh,
cognac.
lovely, lovely, lovely.
And it actually holds its shape well
Yeah.
to cut it, and a good little bit of filling. So I'm going to have a little bit, because we all know I don't really like the ones with the booze in, but let's have a look. Let us know what your favourite mince pies are, my lovelies. Do you prefer the ones with the booze, non-booze? Do you prefer icing, non-ice? What do you think? And do you even make yours? Let me know any tips. As I say, I tried to make some the other time and I made a big mince pie.
Very good, Aldi. Yes. I hope you're 9.
I'll give it a 7.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's not as strong. For having brandy and cognac, it's like not as strong as the brandy butter ones.
Oh, no, no. I'm going to go in there and speak to the manager in Lidl the next time I go and say, I'm raving about your pies.
But it does still have that twang for me.
Nanny Golden would like the brandy ones, wouldn't she?
I don't actually know. That's one thing at Christmas.
I don't think she really ate mince then, did she?
And I can't remember Dada having mince pies.
Oh, no, I don't think he does now. He just likes all the chocolates, doesn't he?
So yeah, so we've got like 13 boxes of mince pies to do us until the new year. When I said at work today, I was like, I'm doing the mince pie challenge. They was like, what? So you're going to bring all the mince pies in tomorrow? I was like, no.
You can take one each in or 2 each in or something, eh?
These are my mince pies. I will just
Don't be
save them.
greedy. Don't be greedy, Shannon.
You can have the ones with the booze and I'll have my icy ones and the co-op bakery ones.
You've been brought up to share.
Everyone knows Shannon doesn't share food. Right.
What about a mini one?
They're really boozy though. Can we
Oh,
save
what, the
them till
Tesco? Oh,
last?
then
Yeah.
hi. Well, you don't have to do them.
No, we have to do
Oh,
them.
right
It's
then.
taste
Okay,
testing.
right.
I think we should try Sainsbury's.
Okay then.
I like the look of these. These look like...
Tell the difference.
How
Oh, no.
much were they? Taste the
Oh
difference.
yeah. Wait a minute. £1.50.
So $1.50 for 6, but... So that's Sainsbury's. And then how much was these Aldi ones? Were these $1.50 as well?
No, the luxury ones
Yeah.
we've had. The ones we've had.
Yeah.
£1.49.
So they're the same price, but you see they're very similar styling.
Oh yes, yes.
So that's what I mean, like, I like these because they're a bit more creative.
Don't think we're going to do this every year, Shannon. Next year we can have alcohol taster shots. Hey,
Christmas.
yeah, we can line them up and just say, this is Tesco.
Next
brandy,
year,
this is-"
the one that you could do, because I don't like them, is a Christmas pudding taste test.
Oh no, that'd be too rich. Only if we had a couple. I couldn't have like 6 or 8 or 13 little Christmas puddings.
I don't really like Christmas pudding. Let me know down below if you love a Christmas pudding or not. Oh wow.
I'm going to have a gastric pain.
What is in this?
Something nice.
Something I've just got a whiff of. Melt in the mouth, all butter pastry mince pies are packed with luscious fruit, aromatic peel. That's what the white stuff is, peel.
Oh, right, peel. All right,
Warming spices infused with a generous nip of brandy.
Oh.
So yes, that's what I could smell as soon as I opened it.
Yummy.
They are strong.
Oh, yes, very good, very good.
That's
I'm
why
glad
you can
you've
taste the
got
difference.
mother to get things with alcohol.
Well, I don't think you can it don't seem like you can get a plain mince pie now.
Well, you can if you had the little
Ice
Icing,
ones
yeah,
or like
yeah.
the plain ones or like a fresh bakery one. So,
Oh my God, that's rather large, isn't it?
That looks the nicest.
Yeah.
I would say that's like a proper festive mince pie. It's got the top on, it's got the icing sugar, and it's quite a generous size. As I say, not to the mountain style of Co-op deep filled, but it's a good style and a good height.
Yeah.
See if we can peel it out. Very crumbly. Let's have a look. There is just crumbs everywhere on this bread. We'll have to dust out the throw after.
It's when it goes like that or that.
Right. So when it says all butter pastry, you can tell because it is crumbly.
Yeah, but it's all butter pastry crumbly anyway. You should know. You was a chef.
Yeah, but all butter.
Oh, right.
Like, is fully
Right.
fully crumbly. So,
Fully submerged in butter.
and I don't quite know because some of the mincemeats haven't been as dark as each other. I don't know if it's the darker they are, like the more booze in them.
Or it all depends how long. Maybe,
Oh, I like the pastry.
maybe the mince is matured.
That pastry is like the Co-op baker's one. It's like a shortbread biscuit.
Pasty's nice, yeah.
Crumbly, sugary, laced with a bit of brandy. I've just got a little bit. Oh my god. I like that pastry. Mmm.
Is this Sainsbury's taste the difference? Oh, right, well done.
That's
Yeah,
the type
I
of
quite like
pastry, like shortbread fingers, because it's dipped, it's doused in sugar.
What, the little shortbread like I've got in the shape of the dogs?
Like we get at the hotels.
Yeah.
Not even in the screen, mother. Just see the side of your head. Mmm. Filling is a little bit boozy for me.
The best one's 8.5.
I'd put this at say an 8. The only
Oh, what,
difference,
taste the difference?
yeah, the
Right.
only difference why it's a little bit more boozier in the filling, but
I'm going to give an 8 as well.
the pastry itself,
You like the pastry more?
like the sugar. Well done, Sainsbury's.
Yeah, yeah. I think they was worth £1.50, don't you? Sorry, Lindy Lou, but
Mum, you preferred, see, out of the Co-op ones, you preferred the deep filled because they had the booze in,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
but I preferred
Don't
the
say that to your
non-alcoholic.
viewers because they probably think I'm an alky.
But you do prefer the ones with the booze in, I do.
because it gives a little bit. Shall I go and get a bag?
Right, so down to the final 4 boxes. How much were M&S? Were they the same price or are we different here?
Puff 180, normal 180, but 2 for £3.
Right, so we'll go in with the puff pastry, and these are the only ones that actually have a different pastry. So the majority of them are
Short crust.
short crust, like all butter pastry, but these are puff
I think I might like them.
pastry. Oh,
Oh, they look alright.
these are very different. So you can see the puff pastry is basically like, it's going to have such a weird analogy. It's a mince pie version of an apple turnover because this is apple turnover pastry. Puff pastry. It's nice and crispy, very flaky.
Oh, David.
As I say, I've almost broke the table trying to cut it.
That's because all them candles, you've broken it. We chucked one thing out. I think we've got one in the shed, and now you've broke this one. Good job, they're only £10, isn't it? Oh, this
Right.
looks nice.
A lot of layers with a decent bit of filling. Has this got booze in?
Mm-mm.
No, this hasn't got booze in, this one. That's actually quite nice. This is like the style that we got from Tesco Bakery, wasn't it? The puff pastry.
Yeah.
The ones that we ate a few weeks back ago when I was
yeah,
going to
yeah.
film this. I love puff pastry. Plenty of sugar.
What is the paste you get on a sausage roll then, Puff? Oh. Nice.
So M&S Puff, I'll give it 7.5.
Right.
What are you giving them?
7.
And then we're going to compare it to M&S's Classic. Does this one have booze in? Let's have a look. I thought she was taking it cheap then. I think we've got just the right amount of boxes.
Yeah.
Because I'm starting to get stuffed now.
No, I'm starting to feel busy.
So, oh, these look cute. Oh, I like the topping on them.
Oh, that looks alright, doesn't it?
That up there with the Sainsbury's ones. So where this is still the classic one, it's got the 3 leaves on top, but it's got a little hole in the middle. Nice size, a nice bit of sugar on top.
What do you reckon the hole's for?
Let's steam it.
Oh, right.
So let's see. Not too much crumble. A good little bit. So a good mixture, good bit of sultanas in there from what I can see. I'll get pastry again. It's like the bakery one and the other one.
That's nice.
Proper shortbread pastry.
Yeah, you can tell the difference, can't you?
Mmm. Well done, M&S.
Definitely not the pastry.
And I think it'd be actually nice to try some of these hot, like if we have them with custard.
Yeah, but you could have them hot with the brandy sauce and that. Because you've
You
got
can.
the Baileys pouring, haven't you?
I'll give that an 8. What would you give that?
Yeah, it's good. Well, but where are we?
Marks and Spencer's.
Yeah, the normal ones, yeah? So you're giving it an 8?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will.
These are my favourites. How much are Tesco iced? Ice.
125.
One
Well, that's the only other ones we've got, so it must be the ice ones.
125, 6 iced mince pies. Now these, I know already that I love. And these will be coming to work with me tomorrow to go in my drawer. And then when I want my little sweet fix, I can go with
You
them.
like the ones with the thing on top?
Icing. They're not the best to look at. They are as standard as you can get. But I love it. I think it's because I like the icing because it reminds me of like a cherry bakewell.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, it don't have the cherry and it's a completely different filling, but it is very cherry bakewell vibes, which I am partial, love a bit of marzipan and everything like that. And I don't think... Oh, no. Pour mincemeat on that. I don't think this has got alcohol in.
No.
It just says spiced mincemeat. I already know I love this. It is very crumbly. The way the icing just melts into the mincemeat. Add a bit of meat. Can't go wrong.
Even the mincemeat's quite nice, isn't it?
Not bad, Tesco, not bad. I'm going to give them
8.
8.5. I've got crumbs everywhere. We're just going to have to shake out
Right, then we have to do it at the front
the
door.
fry.
Right, what do you say, 8.5?
What would you give them?
8.
And then, finishing on, how much were Tesco Finest? I think these are probably the most expensive, aren't they?
£2, small finest.
So, oh, Yeah, more expensive than the M&S ones. M&S 180. Cheaper if you buy the two because it works out 2 for £3. But these are Tesco Finest 12 all butter pastry mini mince pies with brandy and port. So these are a mini version. But I think...
Shannon, when we've got all this, look at the red. You say to me, Mum, don't buy with the red.
So we don't need to look at the red at the moment. We don't need that negativity. So, if they didn't have booze in, I think I would like them. But I mean, look at that. I mean, I know they're like mini and lovely.
Yeah, but you
That'd be one bite.
yeah. It's like the John Smith.
Oh my God, that's tight.
It's like the John Lewis advert. You know that little boy, he goes out to her and he unravels the thing and she's the alien lady. And he goes, and she gets the whole thing like that and she goes, and he went, no, 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 you've got to take it out the thing.
I'm going to let you have full dibs on that because I just know straight away brandy and port is not a bit of me. So,
you not want it?
no, I'm going
Right,
to mix it. Oh, you're still going to cut it in half?
it looks very appetising. It's
Sounds like a tougher pastry because that made a bit of a noise.
yeah, it's nicely made.
It's going to be like one bite. They should be boozy. So it says rich, crumbly, all butter pastry packed with delicious mix of plump vine fruits, glacé cherries infused with French brandy and ruby port with a refreshing twist of lemon zest, tangerine and festive spices. That is a lot of stuff in there.
Well, I'm not smelling the brandy much. Come on, Mr. Tesco, what's happened?
There is a lot of stuff in there, brandy and port.
No, but I can't smell it, Shannon.
But can you taste it?
No, not really.
Oh, well, that's great, ain't it?
Tip your thing in there.
We'll do that after, Mum.
Right, what we're going to score these ones?
I don't know, what would you, because you've ended out on that one.
I'm going to say 9. Weren't very good. We'll break that out. What are you going to do?
Well, I've not tasted this one, so that's your one. I'm not ranking this one.
Right.
So, we are now completed. Let's do a little tot up and then we'll come back and see what was in our top 3, shall we?
Yeah.
So, 13 boxes of mince pies down. What are you doing?
Nothing.
If she's pulling weird faces again, Mother, I can't tell on editing.
I'm not.
Right. So, Tesco Finest were the most expensive. And Mumma G, they come in second place. Your number 1 ranking was Lidl Brandy. They come in at $1.99. So the very first ones that she tried were the ones she give a 10 out of 10. Why was that? Just because of the filling or because you like the brandy buttercream?
They just tasted very nice and very moreish.
That's what Mumma G likes.
Yeah, with thick cream.
So in first place for you was the Lidl.
Yeah.
In second place was the Tesco Finest.
Yes.
And then, well, joint second was also Asda. The icing ones.
Yeah.
And then for me, what did I have? Because I was a bit more fussier.
The co-op ones you liked.
So I had the Asda Ice, actually, I put number 1 at 9.
Oh.
So Asda come in top for me. And then the co-op Baker's one. And then the Tesco Ice ones at 8.5. So both of the icing ones for me.
Because you like the icing ones, don't it?
So, oh, pardon me. What is the time now?
8:30.
It's 9:30.
No. Well, I've missed my programme. I'm going to have to catch up one.
You have to wait, Mother. We need to finish the outro.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry, dear.
Stuff in our face and then wanting to get gone. Right. It is 9:30. Even though we've eaten all these, I feel hungry. Because we haven't had food. I need a substantial amount of food. I might put some prawn toasts in. Because I've got to edit this, so I might as
Do you
well.
want to go and put the other
In a minute. So yes, as I say, my lovelies, please do let us know if you want to see a video like this next year, or maybe, as I say, Mumma G said not to try the Christmas puddings. You don't need to clear up yet, Mumma. Look at her trying to clear away. What else could you test for Christmas? Christmas testing Yule logs, Swiss rolls.
What about crackers?
What do you mean?
Christmas crackers, Paul.
Oh, right, to pull a, what, rate the Christmas cracker?
Yeah, next year to see how much stock they have or something like that. When you put it, how does it...
and then we'll end up with about 60 crackers.
How does it crack? We can give them to people who are not fortunate as us.
Aye. So yes, as I say, 13 boxes of mince pies down. If you have watched anyone else's channel and they've done more than us, let us know, because I've watched a few videos and they only seem to do 5 or 6. The only place we didn't get to was Morrison's and Waitrose, because they're not really local to us, so we didn't include them. But I have heard good things about Morrison's, and Waitrose I think are pretty much going to be on par with M&S. So if you did enjoy the video, guys, you know what to do. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe down below. As I say, leave me your go-to place for mince pies. Do you prefer iced ones, non-iced? Do you prefer a bit of booze, or are you just plain Jane? Or do you just not even like mince pies and you're more like a Christmas pud, like Mama G? She's more Christmas pud, I think, but I'm sure she's done well and tucked into all these mince pies. So, yeah, I'm now feeling very stuffed, but not full. So I think I'm going to have to get some food, because all of this sugar and that, it's not substantial for a growing girl like me, is it? What are you doing with your glasses behind me, Mother? Aye. It is a long night, my lovelies. I need food. I need to edit this. So as I say, take care. Stay safe as always. She's already off. Where are you going? You ain't even saying bye. You've just offed. We'll see you in the next one, alright? Bye, guys.
Bye.